This is really loud. Holy shit, is this loud? Holy garsh. Alright, calm down. I think at least. Oh my god. Alright, this should be interesting. So let's go to options. I just want to see if I can do, can I do full screen on this? I can. Alright, there's full screen. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Oh my god. Is this too loud? This is too loud, right? Guys, tell me if this is too loud. Can you hear me okay? Am I coming through okay? Or is this too loud? I think you guys are really going to like this. It's going to ask a lot of questions about yourselves. It's mostly me that you're going to be learning about, I guess, but I think you guys are going to like this a lot. Can you guys hear me okay? Alright, we're good? Okay, excellent. The mic's loud. Okay, good, good. I wanted to know if the game was too loud. Okay. So this game is called... This game... Let me turn my mic down a little bit if it's too loud. This game is called The Test. And what this game is supposed to be is a game that is going to ask us aptitude questions about ourselves and unlock a deeper truth in ourselves. I've watched my favorite YouTuber Markiplier play this game, and I had to play because I wanted to know if it'd be a different experience, but also I know that all of my responses, or at least some of them, were going to be different. And it also gives my subscribers a chance to learn a bit more about me, and you guys can also answer the questions that I'm thinking about in the comment section yourselves as well. So if you guys can also, you know, explain this to the people that are coming in chat, so I don't have to re-explain, I would really appreciate it. So, Rajan, how's it going? Zordok, my man, how's it going? Dragon Ball Empire, Lucas, how's it going, guys? Thank you so much for joining the stream. Make sure to drop a like. I appreciate you. Happy birthday tomorrow. And let's get started. Let's get a new game. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them, but answer them with truth, even if it's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your own future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions are asked 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have normal access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simple nature. This is you. This is your mind. This is simply nature taking its course. While attempting to answer these questions, you'll often wonder, well, that depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the question with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand or realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we'll be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Well, joke's on you, bitch. I got the water right here. Everybody grab water and popcorn. Let's get this shit going. Ask me a question. Go ahead. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Living alone forever. Living alone forever. Would I be okay with living alone forever? So he said, think of the first thing that comes to mind. Your mind will automatically, so I can see myself, Hey, Smiley, what's up? I can see myself living alone. There's no one else. It's just me. And I don't like people very much, but I do get lonely. So I don't think that I would be alright living by myself. I'm going to say no. I don't think I could do that. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? No. I like the color gray, silver, and I like black too, so no. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? No. I want to say yes to be a good person, but I came from a childhood where we were very, not poor, but we didn't have a lot of money. And even as an adult now, having money and being successful, would I? No, no. If I thought no, and that was my first thought because of my childhood, then it means the answer is no. No, he said use the first thing that comes to mind. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? No, I'm not sure at all, actually. I don't know. Are you afraid of spiders? No, because I crush them fairly regularly. Well, not regularly, but anytime. I'm usually pretty calm around bugs. I move fast, but that's to crush the bugs. I don't think I'm scared of spiders. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into lava? So I know that no matter what happens, if I jump into the lava, I'll be fine. The lava won't hurt me. If I jump into the lava, I'll be totally okay. And I know that. Could I feel the pain? I'd be able to feel the pain, right? Because it says specifically, if I knew I wouldn't be hurt, but I would still feel the pain, right? I'm going to assume I could still feel the pain, and I'm going to say no. Because you could say, oh yeah, I would do it just to say that I did it, right? And I would want to feel the pain, and it wouldn't matter because I wouldn't get hurt anyway, but I just wouldn't want to feel... I have migraine headaches personally in life, right? And I don't think I would want to feel any more... I don't... If this is assuming I could feel the pain, and he said to let your mind make the circumstances. So assuming that I could feel the pain, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Okay. What are you guys? You guys think I'm fat? You think I'm fat? No, I don't think I'm. I don't think I'm fat at all. I think I'm a pretty well built dude. No, I don't think I would consider myself fat. I think I'm good. Would you say you have lots of charisma? Hell yeah. Have you ever wished that you could be temporarily frozen? So two Frozens popped up in my mind, and the first one was frozen in time, and the second one, like time stopping, and then the second one was like someone scientifically freezing me to get to the future. I would like be thought in the like Futurama, right? But since the first one that I thought of was being frozen in time, I guess that's the one I should go with, because he said the first thing that comes to mind. So, no. I wish that I could freeze time, but I've never wished to be frozen in time. This is all very interesting. Did you realize the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spelled the name Satan? No. Does that make you uncomfortable? Not particularly, no. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? No. Are you not wondering what other hidden messages are placed within? Nope, not wondering at all, actually. Nope. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes, I have. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering dishonestly? No. Were you aware there could be potential consequences for honor? No, I was not aware. I guess. Are you wondering how these questions became this transportation? No, expected. Would you consider yourself captivated? Captivated with you and the questions? Yes. Very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Okay. Okay. The first thing that comes to my mind is generally I don't prefer confrontation. If I see something that I believe isn't right being done to someone else, what's weird is that if I see something being done to someone else that I think isn't right, I'll stop it or I'll say something or I get like very defensive for that person and will not, I try not to allow that to continue. Or if someone needs help, I try to be courageous and throw myself in the way of that. But when stuff happens to me, I wouldn't say I'm brave. I think I'm only brave if other people are involved. Right? I would only be brave if I was, in the situation where someone else was in danger. So does that make me brave? Because if by myself I'm a coward, but if someone needed me, I could be brave. Does that make me brave? Or am I a coward? We've seen you play horror games. What a dick. What a dick. I'm gonna be brutally honest with myself, and I'm gonna say, no, I'm a coward. Because if I'm only brave when other people need me to be, then it's not real bravery, is it? It's not real bravery. I'm gonna say no. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? I always have. My mom always said that I was, but then as an adult and seeing how I process information and can work so much faster at things, I do. I do think that I'm... Have you been looking for hidden messages? No, not really. Are you wondering which ones you might have missed? No. Have you been again to wonder how long this... I honestly, no, I'm enjoying this test a lot. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Oh boy, I would love to say yes, but I've seen myself play some video games. No, not at all. No, because even in my regular everyday life, I get very impatient very fast. It's not a matter of me like losing my temper, right? But I'll get impatient if I feel like things aren't being done as quickly as they could be done, or if I feel like things aren't being done as efficiently, and that leads to me just being severely impatient. And it's very easy to trigger that because I'm pretty sure I have OCD. So no, I'm not a patient person. Do most humans annoy you? So the first thing that I thought of was the world, and the second thing I thought of was my family. Most humans annoy me because of like the political side of things, like, people wanting equality, like gender equality, right? But then like that doesn't apply for males. So for like example, if like nudes of a girl get leaked, you're supposed to go protect her and defend her. But if the same thing happened to a guy and he complained about it, you'd be called a pussy, right? And that kind of stuff infuriates me because that's not people wanting equality. That's people wanting things to be unfair in their favor, right? That's not what equality is, but people swear to God they want equality, right? And that about humanity annoys me. The selfishness, the greed, almost a lot of things about humanity annoy the shit out of me. And that's the first thing I thought of. My family, well, it says most humans. So my family is some. Yeah, yes. Humanity annoys me. Yep. Do you prefer animals to people? No. I'll take a good person any day to an animal. I like cats, but I don't think I like cats more than people. Like if I had a choice of living with a person for the rest of my life or a cat, I'd pick a person, right? Do you believe in magic? No. So I'm a man of science, but there are certain things that I do believe in that don't necessarily align with science. If I did believe in magic, it would be simply that magic is like a science that we don't understand yet. But overall, I'm going to say no. I understand that like magic's not like a thing. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? It all had to come from somewhere, right? So I don't believe in God necessarily, but when I was younger, I became a deist. My mom kind of forced the idea of Christianity down our throats when we were a lot younger. I read the Bible like twice, and being like a smarter kid, I realized that a lot of it didn't really make sense. So like connection with God wise, because she kind of shoved it down the throat, I haven't really been a believer of that in a while. But I took a course in college called deism or theism, a theism course, which just means gods basically. And there's a religion called deism where it's not really a religion. You just believe that, you know, you don't know what's up there, but you do believe that something's up there. Not God, not necessarily someone we're supposed to worship, but just someone's up there that made everything, right? And I can definitely say I believe in that, but not God. But the answer would be yes, because it says, you know, or the existence of some form of higher power, which I do believe in, yes. Do you fear death? No. And the reasoning for me not fearing death is because it's a foreseeable circumstance. The way that I live my life is everything in my life is calculated. Because I have OCD, I can't wing it. I was talking about this with my girlfriend not too long ago. My girlfriend is really, really great at winging it. She can say fuck it and she can just live life and she's great with it. And I envy her for it because almost every part of my life is planned out, down to my bills, eating, exercising. Like every single part of my life is fully planned out. And death, I know, is a part of that plan. It's going to happen. Like, unless we figure out a way to cheat death and stop aging, you know, that's going to happen. So, no, I don't fear death. That's the same reason why if someone was in trouble and I needed to sacrifice my own life, it would be a fraction of a second thought, you know, obviously depending on who it is. But no, death doesn't scare me. Are you attracted to someone whom you're currently not in a relationship with? Yeah. So with this question, I'm going to say yes, because you know, there's people you're going to be attracted to, and that's fine. If you're in a relationship and you're attracted to someone who you're not in a relationship with, it could be a celebrity, maybe somebody that you know. As long as you're not moving on that, I don't think that's wrong. So, yes. Did you answer that last question 100% honestly? Yes, I did. Are you alone? Other than my hentai posters? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's someone watching you, would you believe me? No. Have you wondered who I am? Not particularly. Have you had shivers at any point during this session? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? No. I mean, I'm being watched by you guys. Does that count? No. Okay. Have you considered quitting this session early? No, wouldn't dream of it. Do you drink water every day? Every day. Hold on, let me think. So I drink fruit juice every day. And I drink muscle milk every day, for sure. Because those are fruit juices like regularly what I drink. And then muscle milk is drunk like once a day for my workouts. Water every day. There's definitely days where I don't drink water, right? I'm going to say no. Because if the first thought is doubt that came to my mind, I'm going to say no. I don't drink water every day. Do you eat at least once per day every day? Yes. Oh my, I'm a big boy. Do you realize that you've missed 7 hidden messages this far? No, I didn't. Do you realize that you just missed another one? No. Are you wondering what they were? Not particularly. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No. Wouldn't bother me in the slightest. Is your favorite number 7? Huh. My favorite number is probably 4, and this is a geeky reason, but in Japanese, 4 is Roku. And Roku is actually the name of my favorite avatar from Avatar The Last Airbender. So if I randomly, off of my first thoughts, had to pick my favorite number, it probably would be 4. So no, 7 is not my favorite number. Life is short, but it's the longest thing that we'll ever do. Do you agree? Yes. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? I mean, oranges are similar in size. You could say that they kind of taste similar. I would say I do not agree. Oranges and apples are comparable. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? Yes, technically. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Okay, this is where it gets a little complex because... So if you say no to everyone deserving a second chance... Okay, so for context, in my earlier life, I was always told by pretty shit people that no one owes you anything. And I've never believed that that was true. I've never believed that people don't deserve, like, I never believed that you don't owe anybody anything, right? I feel like everyone deserves one, and two is like a thing where, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? But you should get that twice. Everyone deserves an explanation. Everyone deserves a chance. And I think that everyone also deserves that second chance. So I will say... yes. Everyone deserves a second chance. What is your... Right Empire says, yes, they deserve a second chance, but have to be punished for the first they deserve it. Yeah, and I think it depends, but I think everyone deserves one chance to change. Now, if they screw it up again, that's on them, But everyone deserves that second chance to possibly change, as long as it's not hurting anyone, right? So, oh, Smiley thought I was brave. Smiley, I appreciate it. You thought I was brave? You're only acting tough. Yeah, that's what... Okay. So you guys are really... Thank you guys for everyone who's helping me with this. I'm going to try to read the comments a little bit more. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? Yes. With the recent success I've had on YouTube, I do think that me as a person, I can do anything. It just depends on if I feel like doing it or not. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? I personally don't believe in having obedience to anyone. I do believe everyone should be free to make their own choices and that you shouldn't ally yourself with someone unless the obedience is out of respect. But at that point, I don't think it would be called obedience. I think it would be loyalty. Like my boss of 5 years that I work for right now, I follow him around and go from job to job with him, not because of obedience, but because of loyalty. So, no, obedience is not more important than freedom. Freedom is the way to go. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? I don't really have a fear of the ocean, I don't think, right? Yeah, I don't think I mean, my swimming is like, right? But I don't think I have a fear of the ocean. So yes, they could be fun. Do you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, I love you? No. And, that's kind of gay, bro. Do you wish to be loved? Do I wish to be loved? Well, I am loved. Like, my family loves me. Like, I assume my subscribers love me. Girlfriend loves me. But I think this means, in general, if you didn't have all that, because it says to interpret it the way you first think of the question in your mind. And to me, that means if I didn't have people loving me right now, would I wish to be loved? And if that's the case, yes, I do wish to be loved. Do you have any addictions? Not to drugs and stuff, but I would say that I'm definitely probably addicted to Dokkan Battle / gambling for sure. Yeah. And I guess depending on like frequency for masturbation, maybe masturbation / pornography, but for sure Dokkan. Because they say that you have to be 100% honest with yourself, and I know like what my vices are, and like with porn and stuff like that, I've stopped that before, but with Dokkan, I don't think it doesn't matter how many times I told myself I would stop, I always come back to it, right? You can do anything that's a lie. I mean, you can't hit an ability on controller. You can't hit an ability on keyboard. I don't know, dog. That's kind of crazy. Yes, I have addictions, for sure. Dokkan is an addiction. Do you dislike the color pink? No, I actually have a Smite shirt that's pink and I love it. I don't dislike the color. What sounds more interesting, space or Atlantis? I'd probably go to Atlantis. Space, I have a really weird thing with space that I really don't need to explain. Space freaks me out. Does the color gray seem depressing to you? No, I love the color gray. Do you enjoy loud music? Yes. Do you like to dance? I can't dance, and I get really embarrassed when I try, so no. Would you consider yourself normal? No. Do you love your parents? Yeah. Have you ever been lied to? Oh, yeah. Do you get angry often? Yeah. Because I would count me getting frustrated with my OCD or getting impatient as anger. Yeah, I get angry often. Yep. Do you hold grudges? Oh, yeah, of course. One of my more toxic traits, too. I wish I was better at not holding grudges, but I am terrible at not holding grudges. I get something. I'm only 23, but that's something I got to get better at is letting people go and letting things go. Have you ever forgiven someone? Of course. Have you ever lied? Oh, yeah, many times. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? In a colorful way? Yes. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? No. Yeah, no. Do you believe you have psychic powers? No. Have you ever seen a ghost? Okay, story time on that one. When I was younger, I went into my room. I was like 8. I went into my room, I shut the lights out, and my light switch is across the room from my bed. So I shut the lights out and I walked over to my bed and I laid down. And I swear to God to this day, I felt this sensation on my head, like something was touching my head. And it wasn't like the backboard or the sheet or the pillow or anything, like a hand touching the back of my head. And I fucking get up, I sprint over to the light and flip it on. Of course, there's nothing there. But I don't know if that was really me seeing a ghost as much as feeling a ghost. So no, I've never seen a ghost. I've never seen one. Have you ever seen one? No. Do you dream often? Yes. Do you have nightmares often? I would say it's about 50-50, so yes. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? No. Do you suffer from depression? Yes. Random spouts of depression. Do you exercise often and stay active? Well, you know, the gun shows usually open on Sundays, so I think I do. Yeah, of course. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? I've had some bad relationships in the past, and my first thought was yes. So I'm going to say yes. Have you ever felt betrayed? Of course. Do you ever feel lost in life? Funny enough, even with all my success, and my house and my car and all that stuff, yes, I do feel lost sometimes. Do you consider yourself a natural leader? Yeah. I think that there's definitely things I can work on as a leader, but if there was a dire situation and I needed to get people and direct them to a certain way, I could definitely do that and I'd be comfortable. If you could push a button to destroy the world, would you press it? On one thought, I thought yes. Because starting the world over might be a chance to make it better. And because that was my first thought, even though that sounds fucked up, I'm going to lock that in. Yeah. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? All the time. Have you ever been bullied? Yeah, I have. A lot in middle school. I mean, just this scrawny, tall kid, you know. I was picked on a lot. A lot happened to me, and it wasn't the best. Have you ever bullied someone else? As ashamed as I am to admit that after being bullied myself, yeah, I did. I have. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Oh, yeah, I have some really fucking weird and out there ideas. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Yeah. Do you find Wait a minute. Do you find space fascinating? We just talked about space. We just talked about. That's not a coincidence, right? Does this game tap into my mic? Hold on. Dude. No, 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 no. Hold on. No, 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 no. There is no fucking way. I just talked about how I was uncomfortable with space when Smiley asked about it. And you're telling me this game randomly asks me about space. Okay, so since it's asking about space, I guess I should give context on my fear of space. I'm OCD, and as a part of me being pretty OCD, I require control. I need to be able to control the outcome. I need to be able to control my fate. There's certain things that I'm not OCD about and that I don't care much about. But with space, I get uncomfortable with it and it scares me because there's literally no control. You can literally die in the vacuum of space at any time. You can fucking fly into the sun and die. You're literally a week in traveling time away from the Earth. So if you're dead out there, you're just dead. You're just fucking dead. I find space fucking terrifying. I find it actually fucking terrifying. So, no, I don't find space fascinating at all. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? No. Because when I think artist, I think of drawing, and I'm going to be honest, while I consider the stuff I do for YouTube to be a kind of art, I'm more of an appreciator / connoisseur of art, like the hentai posters I have, or like I love talking with people that can actually draw and stuff, but I don't consider myself an artist even with the stuff I do for YouTube. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? No. And I would say that mostly because a lot of the times I stay quiet when my friends would probably benefit more from my criticism, or I do the opposite. I open my mouth and criticize when my friends don't need criticism at that time. I do it all the time with like my friends I play video games with. Like they might make a mistake, and I could probably say something, or like let them know, hey, that was a mistake, or like, you know, say something verbally, or they could be getting yelled at and or arguing, and I just don't say anything. And I don't think that that's me being a good friend. Or when maybe they want to do something, but I don't feel like being bothered, I just won't respond to the text. And I don't think that's me being a good friend. No, I don't think I'm a good friend. Wow, that hurt to say about myself. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes, of course. Do you believe in perfection? No. I believe every human being should strive for perfection to the best of their ability. However, perfection is a non-realistic standard that we will never achieve. Have you ever stolen from someone? Yeah. Would you ever kill someone? Oh yeah, of course. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Hey, Big Red. If I had one day to live, would I tell anyone? I feel like what I'm going to say is selfish and attention hungry, but yes. I would tell everyone, mostly because, 50% because I would love the attention I would get. But the other 50% is that it would be selfish to not tell them. Imagine if you guys just woke up one day and I was dead. I could have told you guys that I was gonna die. I could have released a final announcement. I could have given you guys some closure, but you just wake up one day and you see a video on my channel. It's like an in-memory video saying that I'm dead, and I could have told you guys and I didn't. Or Catherine, what if The woman that I consider to be my wife. What if I just died and she didn't know? What if I didn't get to say goodbye one final time? To my mom, to my siblings, to you guys. Yeah, if I had one day to live, I would tell people. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? My darkest secret. Yes. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? Hell no, dude. What? What the fuck? Buy me dinner first, bro. No, I don't know who you are, bro. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? I would probably actually elbow you in the fucking face. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? Nope, not in the slightest. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? I try to be empathetic, but I do feel like sometimes when people are crying in front of me or people have an issue that's emotional, that I'm not able to do enough. And that bothers me. No, I would not consider myself to be empathetic. I try, but I don't think I'm empathetic enough. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Once again, I try, but I'm not romantic enough. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Oh, yeah. A few of them. I mean, there's ones where I got jumped and I lost flat out because I'm fighting 4 or 5 people. And there's other ones where I fought one-on-one. Some where I've lost, technically, and others where I've drawn with them or won. So, I mean, I've been in a few physical fights. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? Actually, yes. I have really bad, severe migraines. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Yeah, actually. Sometimes. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Women? Yes. Would you ever shave your head? Not by choice. No, I don't think I would look good with a shaved head. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? Not really. No. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? Yeah. Yep. One thing I hate about myself is that when I'm at home and no one's watching and I have music in my headphones, I'll dance. And this is a really guilty confession, and I sound like an idiot for saying this to everyone. I'll dance or like pretend that I'm in a movie and that the music in my headphones is the music in the movie's background or whatever. It's really fucking stupid, but the answer to the question is yes. That's so embarrassing to say that out loud. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Unfortunately, yes. Who doesn't dance when nobody's watching? I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me, bro. I thought it was just me. Would you rob a bank if you can get away with it? If I could rob a bank and get away with it, it would be less me robbing it for the money. Like, the money would be a plus. But I would do it just to say that I did it, right? I would get satisfaction just off of actually, like, making something like that happen and then getting away with it. Yes. That sounds really fucked up. I know, guys. I know that sounds fucked up. But yes, if I could rob a bank and get away with it, yes, I would. Do you dream about running from a killer? I've had dreams like that when I was younger, but as an adult, no. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? No. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? No. Funny enough, that's a really common dream for people to have, and I don't actually ever have that kind of dream. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? I find scary movies very cliche. Like, you have the traditional white girl running through the forest, and she's wearing heels, and she trips over absolutely nothing and dies to the killer, and she screams. No, I don't like scary movies. It's just too cliche. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes. Do you like being the center of attention? Yes. Do you feel like something is always watching you? Funny enough, Even though I know no one is watching me, yes, I do feel like something's watching me at all times, you know? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? No. Terrified of it. Would never do it. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? That's that weird thing where you're asleep, but you're still fully awake, but you're able to move. No, I've never had one. When I take naps, funny enough, or if I sleep lightly enough, I'm still fully aware of what's going on in the room around me. So I'll be sleeping, and my body will count it as me sleeping, and I'll get rest. But I'm still fully aware of what's going on around me, and I can sit up immediately out of my sleep. But it still counts as me getting rest. Like, my body counts it. But no, I've never had an out-of-body experience. Have you ever punched a nun? No. Do you like dogs better than cats? No, I like cats better than dogs, actually. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? Yes, I will read till the day the cows come home. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you ever punched a nun? Not really. Do you get starstruck easily? No, funny enough, I'll see celebrities, and I don't really care all that much. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yes, despise it. Hate it. I hate going to parties and gatherings and weddings. I hate going to stuff like that. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No. I've had birthdays where I haven't received presents and I've still been pretty okay with it. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like really? Just bam, right? No, I've never punched a nun. No. Did you laugh? I did. You fuck you. I did laugh. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even out loud? No. Did I? Did I say what the fuck out loud? No, I didn't. No. Are you now eager? No, I'm not eager to punch a fucking nun. No, I'm not. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? Yeah, 100%. If there's a hell, do I think I'm going to it? Probably. I dropped my belief of God a long time ago, and for most heavens, the basic requirement to get in is believing in God, and I can't say that I do. So, and even with that, I mean, there's just too much that I've done, which is funny because I haven't done anything like overly bad. Like I've never killed anyone or done anything that would be instant hell. But I think just all the little things adding up, probably I would go to hell. Yeah. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Of course. Do you masturbate frequently? Yes. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? No, I'm pretty sure what frequently is. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable now? Not really. I'm fine. My subscribers know what I'm about. And if they didn't, they know now. Is your mouth dry? Nope, been drinking my ice cold water. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? No. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? No, I do not. Are you poor with money management? Yes. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? I do like to do Sudoku puzzles, so yes. Hey, Icy, what's up? Do you speak more than one language frequently? No, I was learning Japanese. I took a break. I need to get back on that. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? No, I wish. Do you enjoy coffee? Nope, I can't have it. I usually will actually drink green tea instead. Do you believe in demons? No. Do you believe in angels? Nope. Are you afraid of sharks? My first thought was no, because like generally that doesn't scare me, and the ocean doesn't really scare me either. However, then I thought about like, if I was like in water with a shark, I'd be pretty scared of it then, right? No. My first thought was no, so it means no. Yeah, whatever your first thought is. I've been pretty good, Icy. How you doing? Do you prefer baths over showers? No, I take showers almost every day. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? No, not usually. Did you see that shadow in your room move a few moments ago? No. Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? Yes. Do things in your home often go missing and reappear later? Yes, but that's because I'm a fucking idiot. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? Yes, I can usually hear my neighbors upstairs. Not all the time, and it's not like I would complain about it, but I can hear them occasionally. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Not random. I know what the noises are usually, so I'm going to say no. Fighters grind for a while? Nice. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? No. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while you're sleeping? No. Do you have any pets? I have my fishies, so yes. Is your favorite color green? No. Are you attracted to a family member? There's a person in my family that's not blood related to me. We adopted them technically. And even then, I don't even know if it's attraction as much as it is that I just appreciate them as a person. I'm going to say no. Because I don't think it's attraction. I think I just appreciate them as a person, and I could confuse it for that. If you won the lottery, would you share the money? Yeah. Hell yeah. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? I'd probably be shot in the first 30 seconds, but yes. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Not really. No, not interested. Do you like fishing? No. Do you like hunting? Nah. Do you like camping? Not particularly. Do you like guns? In games, maybe, but no, not real life guns. I don't even own a gun of my own. I have my own house. Like, this house is my house, but I don't own a gun. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? No. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Yeah, I guess you can kind of see what a person's going through the eyes. Do you always keep your promises? I'm terrible with promises. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? My first thought, so the answer would be no. If it was a person in my life I don't interact with regularly and don't consider close to me. If it was someone close to me, then yes. Are you an only child? No, I have 2, 4, 6 siblings. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? Yeah, I'll get drunk and then just start doing some tool work, or I'll work on my computer. I'll move my office around, things like that. Do you like tattoos? When I was younger, no, but as an adult, I'm actually planning on getting some. So, sure. Dragon Ball tattoos, baby. Do you enjoy being high in any form? I've tried drugs, specifically like marijuana, a lot in my life. But it never stuck for me. Like maybe a little in middle school, high school for sure. Even a little bit as an adult, as recently as 2 years ago. But I just don't like it. It just doesn't. It brings back bad childhood memories. It's just not. It's not good for me. Do you believe you have a soul? I have a heart, but not a soul. Did you cry this week? Yes. So usually, funny enough, I don't cry. It's actually a thing that I worry about quite a bit. I don't cry. Or at least I don't cry regularly. The only way to make myself cry, and I have to forcefully make myself cry, is I have to listen to certain songs and then think of the people most dear to me dying. I know that sounds really bad, but if I don't cry, I'm pretty sure it's bad for me. So once a week, twice a week, I'll force myself to cry by listening to a song and thinking some really sad thoughts about people dying and things like that. But I did cry this week by forcing myself to cry. Yes. Are you upset with someone right now? Not at the current moment, no. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? White lies here and there, I guess, in everything, and I guess it's all perspective. I don't think so. Someone that I'm just lying to flat out daily? The fact that no one comes to mind means that it's going to be no. Do you understand how this works yet? Yeah, I guess. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them, the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables that you never guessed. Do you understand? Yes. Are you wondering if the end of this test is coming up soon based on the previous question you just answered? Yes, I am. If I were to tell you that the entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this as a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? If you were telling me that this game was made specifically for me, you made this game for me and only me, I don't believe that. It's on Steam. Too much of a coincidence. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yeah. I guess I am, yeah. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Not really. I'll box. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? Funny enough, even at work some of the times, I might hear a noise that I don't like, or a person might get a little too close. And my body's immediate reaction is usually to put like an elbow out or like have a hand ready. I also have pretty quick reflex. So I would assume, based upon my body's responses to usual things like that, the answer is yes. Do you feel like I know you yet? You probably know me pretty well. Have you heard any strange noises while answering questions? Not really, no. I think we have enough information on you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. If anyone has been put in a box in this lifetime, it's you. And that just isn't a feasible thing to do with someone such as yourself. You don't belong in a box. You belong on a pedestal. Because you are magnificent, whether you understand it, realize it, or even accept it. People look at you and your first thought is negative. You get uncomfortable. They're not looking at you for the reason you think. They're admiring you. They're even somewhat intimidated. You give off such a powerful aura about you that the people straight up don't know how to handle your presence. They can even appear a bit standoffish at times, but that's not because they don't want to know you. They just don't know how to act around you. You're not like other people. You think it's a problem with you, but it isn't. It's a power to be admired, though it's often misunderstood. Unfortunately, it's often misunderstood even by you. You need to understand that no matter what you do, not everyone is going to comprehend who you are and what you're capable of, both good and bad. You will find someone who can open up to completely, because they will be that special key to unlock the gate you keep so guarded. You need to do your best to open up, though. Make yourself a bit more accessible. Give people an opportunity to get to know you. They'd absolutely love to know what they see and hear. You need to build some confidence or simply fake it. They won't know the difference. One thing you need to be careful of, however, is trusting what people say and taking it to heart when it's negative. People who don't like you for whatever reason don't dislike you because there's something wrong with you. They dislike you because there's something wrong with them. No one who truly got to know you could ever dislike someone so astonishingly in-depth as you. If you don't understand it yet, one day very soon you will. Your secret word is justice. Remember this word. This will come in handy. I'm a bad bitch. Sheesh. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave a comment. We will be selecting some of them based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be part of something greater. Be sure your secret word is in the comments. My secret word is justice. Am I like Batman? Do I choke guys out? Beat them half to death? That was so good. It said that I'm like usually misunderstood, and I felt that. Oh wait, oh shit. Can I help you, man? Thanks, thanks. Take you, yeah. Drink your fucking cran mango. Actually, pass that over here. Give me a little swig for good luck. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, Waffle. This game is called The Test. Definitely download this. It's $1.99 on Steam. It's literally $1.99. And funny enough, I'd watched Mark play this a few days ago, and I was like, oh, well, I've watched him, so my answers might be like biased, or I might copy his answer. It was totally different. They were asked in a different order. Some of the questions were straight out different. And I had to accept some things about myself that I don't think I would necessarily usually accept. So definitely try this out if you guys get a chance. Thanks so much for everybody who came out to watch the actual stream. Let me know if you guys want a link to this game. I'll pop it in the Discord. But other than that, this week is one like boas. New video should be coming out. It already came out. The Gohan video's out. There's another one coming out tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the other world. Have a great one. Goodbye, guys.